September 30th, 1980, evening session continued.
It says for him the consciousness and the cancer, they are one. Because of the consciousness, the cancer is felt or experienced. But he is apart from that. That's why he is not bothered. Oh. Maharaj gave an example, a person suffering from a certain disease, we call that person by that disease. For a leprosy, somebody is suffering from leprosy, we call him a leper. Similarly, Atman suffering from cancer is calls that as cancer only. Atman is cancer. He says, you can't afford this. This for myself. अगदी काही फरक नाही तेव्हा आणि आता काही फरक नाही त्याच्यापेक्षा बरं आहे आता फरक नाही काही वाटत
सर्व ब्रह्मांड आत्मा आला आत्माचा आपला आत्मा मला आत्मा म्हणजे ज्ञान 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 तुम्ही असणार पाहिजे.
He says 5 months back, the disease was proclaimed by the doctors, and they also predicted that the life cannot be prolongated for a very long time. But said nothing has happened so far. He says, what is the change you find? I said, nothing. I don't find any change. You are just like that, what you were 5 months back.
Yes, very
You're slightly better. If at all any change, it is better. The reason is, he says, whenever great people in India do something, they always say that whatever has been done has not been done by me. It is offered to the great, that supreme reality. So he says that even this, whatever has happened, has been offered. So I am apart from that.
आत्मा अर्पण केलेलं.
So he has surrendered the Atma. So he has surrendered his self to the supreme reality. So he is not concerned with whatever happens.
उलट शब्दाचा अर्थ मला ओळखतो त्याचा परिणाम तुमच्या होणार. उलटा शब्द त्याचा अर्थ तो मला त्याचा परिणाम होणार. हा झाला.
He says in practical life also, if you are abused in some language which you don't understand, you don't get affected. So like that, for him, nothing has happened. He doesn't take delivery. He doesn't recognize the disease at all.
त्याला कळवलं का नाही आता दोन बघेन मी तुम्ही पाहून कुणा जेवढा घेतला आमचा म्हणून गेला म्हणजे तुमच्या शब्दाचा मनाचा दोनाचा तुम्ही घेतला तुमचा परिणाम बघावा लागेल.
That's why he gives a caution that whatever you accept as true will happen. If you don't accept something, nothing can happen to you. Somebody says that a person is going to die within 2 days. He also is afraid of that, and he says that it is likely to happen, and he dies after 2 days. But you can have the advantage of his philosophy only provided you have firm conviction about it. You should not waver in that decision. Can you attain such a level of conviction?
कुठे जाऊ तो आत्मा आत्माला नाही म्हणतो आपण जाईल कोणाला जमेल का
How difficult to have such a conviction.
फक्त ऐका
So if you have not attained this conviction so far, just listen to this. It will be useful sometime. He has some identity in his mind as his true identity. And accordingly, things will happen, he says. Whatever you consider, take your identity to be, that will happen.
एक बात एक अर्थ तत्वायो మనల్ని కొనసాగించాలి
He says your destiny is decided by your mind. Whatever your mind doesn't accept cannot happen.
आणि आपण आहे नियम आहे हा सिद्धांत तुम्हाला 55 वर्षामध्ये माझं खरंच का असं हे सर्व माझं होतच आहे मला खरंच आहे की नाही मला खरंच खरं घेतलंय तर त्याचं नाव खरं शिवाय मान्य त्यावर भाग
Was really came and saw Maharaj last year.
55 वर्षाचे माझे रूप बदल केली हे सगळे बदल मग मला खरंच रूप आहे की नाही काय ते काय आहे तुमचे मोठे मोठे देव धर्म भावले पण मला खरं रूप काय आहे की नाही मला माहित आहे की नाही बरोबर याचा विचार करतो
He says there are so many people who don't think about themselves. Now take the case of one old man, 95 years old. Now this man is fortunate enough to inquire about himself. He says that I was like this, my identity went on changing. So do I have any true identity at all? That identity which changes cannot be my true identity. So he inquires into the fact whether there is any true identity for me. Now this process of this is called as the discrimination. That is what is true, what is false. He thinks on these lines, that is called as a discrimination. And such a person, if he gets a guru, then the guru tells him that you have a true identity, but it is not like this. It is formless, and that is called as the Parabrahman. Now just by listening to this word Parabrahman, you cannot get eternal satisfaction. It should really happen like that. You must realize that you are not this body, but you are the Parabrahman. That is to be realized.
परब्रह्म झाला मग तुम्हाला ते सत्य आहे आता ते नित्य आणि सत्य आहे तुमच्या भ्रम विजय वाले भक्त आहे आमचा आहे तुमचा आहे माझा आहे काय करू
He says that Parabrahman is without any doubts. It has no doubts. It is not conditioned by Maya. It doesn't know Maya at all. Because with reference to Parabrahman, the Maya doesn't exist. That is formless. No delusion in that, Parabrahman.
ऐकून ऐकतात किंवा नंतर काल ऐकणार माझ्या भावनेचं काय
He says, when you listen to this, you feel some satisfaction. And there the matter ends for most of the people. People don't meditate on this again and again and try to find out that principle which is behind everything.
मुझे पन्नी पण मिळाली आहे पण जी पन्नी मिळाली आहे ती आणि त्याचा भोगता आत्मा दोन नाही माझ्याकरता भोगणार कोण आत्मा आत्मा म्हणजे वेगळा आहे काय मी त्याचा तिसरा जोडला तर म्हणजे वेगळा आहे मी मन काढून घेतला त्याचा आत्मा मी सांगतात आणि
So whatever physical trouble he is having, he has got a certificate. He calls that as whatever disease people say. He said this is a certificate given by a doctor to me. But I identify that certificate with that Atman. And I am apart from both. I am not in that.
निंदेलाचं नको म्हणणार तर काय झालं तेव्हा म्हणतात अज्ञानी काय सोडली तेव्हा
When will doctor or people pronounce me dead? When they will see that the Atman has left the body. They will say that I am dead.
तर माझं बॉडी कुठे
Where is my death there? I am not the body, I am also not that Atman. So how can people say that I am dead?
त्याच जगामध्ये त्याच्या भयंकर नाव आहे का पक्ष पकडले गेलेले
Is there any dreadful disease more dreadful than cancer in this world? So many people have died because of that.
पण माझ्यावर काय तेवढा परिणाम आत्मा म्हणजे ब्रह्म आत्मा म्हणजे चैतन्य आत्मा म्हणजे ईश्वर भाया म्हणून आत्मे पण सर्व म्हणजे ब्रह्मांडन केलेली आहे म्हणजे आत्म्याला मी तो आत्मा मी ते काय जमा काय
He says, I am not affected by cancer because whatever happens, whatever experiences and activities, I surrender all those to my Atman. And whatever happens to the Atman, I am not concerned because I am not there.
कॅन्सर खाल्लं तर आपल्याला खाल्लं मला नाही आणि आत्मा जेव्हा कॅन्सर आत्मा नाही
He says, if at all cancer is going to finish something, he can finish that Atman. Because it is that Atman is the soul of this cancer also. Without that Atman, the cancer also cannot survive.
तुम्ही आत्मा करताना जिल्ह्यावरती आत्मा देऊ शकता ते घेऊन टाकले
Just as I surrendered all the concepts, all ideas and experiences to the Atman, can you also do similarly?
सर्व करणे ब्रह्मांडन करून नका म्हटलं म्हणजे काय आत्मा निघालं आत्माला नाही आत्माचा प्रेम पडलेलं पडता माहित नाही आणि ज्याने एक बाहेर दिलं त्याला जर कोणी तो कोणाला दिसला नाही आत्म्याला तर मी सगळं बाहेर एकदा सोडणारच दिसल्या कोणतं करायचं
All the activities and the fruits of activities are surrendered to that Brahman. Brahman also means Atman. And one who has surrendered, nobody knows that principle.
Just explain that again. I understood that you surrender it to the Atma or the Brahman. But what did you say? Nobody knows what? Just explain that.
Nobody knows the Parabrahman, sort of. He says.
Nobody knows the...
Yeah, one who surrenders. Because Maharaj identifies himself with the Parabrahman. Because that can only surrender to Atman. The body cannot surrender. All the fruits of action and actions are surrendered to the Atman by that Paramatma.
So Atman and the other one, what do you call it?
Paramatma.
Paramatma.
Absolute. Absolute.
Absolute or the ultimate.
त्याला समजा मला तर नाव दिलं नाव दिलं हा असं मला पुन्हा आणखी काय सांगितलं कळत मग त्याला आणखी नाव दिलं आता कळत आत्मा हा परमात्मा हा आमचा हा आमचा कुठून काय
You should not get satisfied by mere words, he says. You must have something in your hand, ultimately. If you really gain something, it is not just knowledge, intellectual knowledge.
तुझं आपल्याला आपला जन्म झाल्याचा पाहिला का तुम्ही कधी मेल्याचा पाहिला तुम्ही मेल्याचा पाहिला
He says, Atman has not seen its birth or death. Now, have you seen your birth? About death, of course, you forget. Have you seen your birth? He's asking.
तुमचा जन्म झाला तर तुम्ही पाहिला
Have you seen your birth? Have you witnessed your birth?
सगळं ऐकते आणि ऐकली गोष्टी मी पकडला
These are mere words which somebody has told you that you were born and all that, and that is catching hold of you.
हे तुम्ही ऐकलं नाही तुला तुम्हाला माहिती आहे
He says, now many things you have heard and you know. Now tell those things which you have not heard and you know. एक दादा याबद्दल काय बोलता येत नाही.
बस
कठीण आहे.
म्हणून ऐकण्याचा खासा पडतो ना
हा. In spite of that, you are in trouble with whatever concept you have been told.
तुला ज्ञान आहे तू जगती तुम्हाला ज्ञानच हवं तो व्यक्ती नाही आहे पण त्यांनी चुकून तुम्हाला आहे तो त्याचा की नाही देवाच्या देवाचं करेल
He says that knowledge you are, that your I consciousness, is the outcome of the 5 elements and Prakriti Purush. Now you are not even that, he says. But it is only knowledge that you are.
स्वतःचं ज्ञान नसणार असणार ते अन्नत्वाचं स्वतःचं ज्ञान नसणार परब्रह्माचा साक्षी तो होत नाही.
He says, also remember one thing, you will never have knowledge about yourself because Parabrahman cannot be witnessed. You can always have knowledge about something which is not you.
ईश्वर ज्ञानेश्वराचा साक्षी तो होतो परब्रह्माचा साक्षी तो होत नाही जातं त्याशिवाय गुणाची भावाची कलाची
Because there is no I consciousness in the Parabrahman, you cannot witness it.
इकडे जाऊन कोणी माझं एखादं वाक्य जिवंत राहायला बस आहे
Out of so many people who have come here, even if one sentence remains with you, really, that is enough. He says.
भावाच्या जन्मा करताय होतं तर कळत नाही होतं तर तूच होता तू नव्हता ते तुला करतो तुला तुला तू आले करतो असा तू नव्हता असा तू नाही कोण जाणार
Since your identity has been changing from time to time, and you know that this is not me, this is not me, that much you know, but whatever you are, you can't know.
मीच बोलायचं मी करता द्यायचे कोणी आला की त्याला काहीच ज्ञान नाही फक्त मला माहिती आहे कोणी आला तर त्याला काहीच ज्ञान नाही मला माहिती आहे
According to Maharaj, whatever knowledge we gain from our childhood is no knowledge at all. That's why he says that no one has any knowledge.
मला प्रश्न ज्ञान नव्हतं అప్పుడు అంటే ఉండనే రాదు మళ్ళీ ఆ చిత్రాన్ని మాత్రం చేస్తాను
Prior to the appearance of the consciousness, you did not have any knowledge. Now, when the body falls, also there will not be any knowledge. In the meantime, what we call as the lifespan, you are unnecessarily troubling yourself with all these concepts.
నేను గుర్తాం బోల్లా చాలా మంచి मुझे अरे आप तो ऐसा तुम बोलना मुझे नहीं तो नहीं देते
He says he encourages people to ask questions, to talk, but at the same time he knows that they don't know anything.
मोनिक जवळचं कसं आहे हे मला माहिती आहे मला या मोनिक जवळचा हे मला माहिती आहे तो लहान मोठ्याने कशाला म्हणू तो कच्चा पक्का कशाला म्हणू
Sometimes disciples of other gurus, they come here, sages, and they describe that their guru is like this and like that. They describe. And Maharaj, he doesn't like to disturb their feelings about their guru, because he knows that their guru is nothing but the absolute, which cannot be described. So why talk about that?
आर्थिक जवळचा
If you try to stick to any identity of yours as the true identity, then you are not doing anything other than cheating yourself.
पण तो एका क्षणापेक्षा अधिक झाला नाही हजारोच्या आयुष्याने होऊ पण एका क्षणापेक्षा अधिक माप नाही माझ्या
So far as I am concerned, he said, if I live for 1,000 years, 1,000 years, then I will equate that lifespan to one moment.
तो क्षणच मिळत्या कोण ही आहे कल्पना आहे ही कल्पना कल्पना आहे
So how can one moment be equated to 1,000 years? Because that moment, that knowledge I am itself is illusion. Then you will get. So that's how he has prolonged the lifespan of many people. Which they also acknowledge.
नाहीपणे कसं आहे ते पहा आहेपणे मिळवते पण ते नाहीपणे कसं आहे ते पहा मिळवताना आहेपणा मिळवतो
He says, whatever you take yourself to be, you are not. So you must try to find out that identity which nobody can describe. You cannot say that you are like this and
Maharaj exhorts you to realize or abide in that you, which is no beingness, no knowingness, without any identity. October 1st, 1980, morning session begins.
माझं स्वतः चांगलं होत आहे माझं तरी मला क्षणभर सुद्धा नको आज क्षणभर सुद्धा नको आवडतच ना माझ्या फुलं नव्हे योग नव्हे माझ्या ढवळ नव्हे किती लक्षण आहे सर्व लोकांची होतात मी माझ्या वाचतो क्या वाचण्यात माझ्या काही नाही
वर आले असेल
मग तुम्ही म्हणतो आम्ही तुम्ही नशा ज्ञानेश्वर आगे जो सोडो तुम्ही मामांना चांगलं होतं फक्त सांगलं काय सांगलं संजय काय कोणाला आहे तेव्हापासून सगळे तेव्हापासून असेल आपल्याला कळून लागल्यापासून आता प्रत्येक पण म्हणून ते जिव्हाळाचा डोळा आहे तेच पकवते म्हणले कारण काय वैगरचे कळलं स्वतः प्रेमच नाही पाहिजे मला तुम्ही आता मला ते मोठ्या बाबाचं नाव देऊ मला त्याच्याकडे जग वाटत नाही परंतु जेव्हा आत्मा म्हणतात त्याचा भोगाला आला आहे मुख्य आत्मा किंवा आत्मा ब्रह्म आत्मा जगत आत्मा ज्याला म्हणतात त्याचा भोगाला आला आहे माझ्या त्यातलं किंवा उद्या असल्याचा जागाचा किंवाच नाही जागतच नाही हे आमच्या लोकांनी जाणे बरे आहे का हा नाही कठीण झालं आला होता कर्तव्यपणापासून कर्तव्य आपण घेतले आणि बोलत आणि हे कर्तव्य काय मोठा काळ का बघा सूर्यप्रकाश पडले आपल्याकडे आपल्याकडे आता आपण जाणार क्वेश्चन्स येतात नाही दिल्लीचे प्रोफेसर हा पण त्यांनी क्वेश्चन्स बोला त्यांना बघून जा since you have come here all the way from Delhi, this is ask some questions. If you don't have a question, then don't stay here. No. Maharaj was trying to describe his own state right now. He says, you people come to me, I respect you, I try to have a relationship with you. Right? But what am I today, and what state? This consciousness I which is appearing on me, I have understood the futility of it. All the objective experiences which I have so far got, I got them from this beginning of this consciousness and end of this consciousness. This is the only thing, the objective world. I know this is all futile. Therefore, I really feel, see, this should go away as early as possible. I don't want it to end with me. I don't know, he says experience from other people, but perhaps he referred to one saint in our scripture, one Dhaneshwar, son of Dhaneshwar. So he says perhaps we had come to that particular point. When this I, which we love so much, which is the only thing with which we do everything, all activities in this life, that itself should go away from me. That is what my feelings are today. Though you come here, I talk to you, I have a sort of relationship with you. But in reality, I don't want this at all. Now this has come all of a sudden, spontaneously, without asking. So to say there was a darkness. Actually that darkness is not darkness as you understand. But in that darkness, all of a sudden, this consciousness, the light of consciousness, I has appeared, like sun appearing in the darkness. Please only give the allegory, but it's not really true. It is like that, it has come and it will go also. Just the same, it has come, it will go away. I don't care. तुमचं आपलं सांगितलं पहिल्यांदा बोलणार You will not like this. He says, you see, whatever I am talking now, nobody is going to like it. Because this sense of I is completely futile, that nobody is going to accept. All your objective inquiry is only through this I. And I am going to tell that this is of no use to me. And this is of really no use to you also. Because whatever is my experience also will be your experience. It is in your experience the same. But you will not like it. Yes.
Yes, I understand it and I like it. Because I don't believe in the existence of an I. Really.
So you don't like it?
I do like it.
You like?
I like it.
You like the sense I?
No. I think there is
We talk, you like it.
There is no such thing as an I, but you experience it today.
Then the question is not there at all. If you don't believe in that existence of I, then there is nothing to worry.
Right. But I don't think people will not like it, he said.
Yes.
And he doubts that anybody here would like he
Yeah.
can experience this I. Now I want to tell him that I personally feel that this I is the belief we have, but there is no such thing. It's just pure energy. There is no such I.
तो ती जाणीव काही नाहीये तर मला हा आपण जे बोलतोय ते आवडतंय आणखी मी माझ्यातर्फे सांगू शकतो की मला ते आवडतं आपलं बोलणं तसं काही नाहीच आहे
माझा साधा असा लागलाय मला जगाचा अनुभव म्हणजे नकली अनुभव आहे माझा बोलतो
He says my experience is very simple. That any experience of the objective world is unreal. That's the only thing I have known, that's all. I don't bother about any other thing. It's simple. Simple truth which is revealed to me is that whatever experience I get of the objective world is absolutely unreal, that's all.
पण आता माझी परिस्थिती अशी झाली की असा निकाल लागला मी तुम्हाला काय शिकू
And when I come to this conclusion, when I understand this, what can I really teach you now? What can I really give you? When I know myself, you see, all the objective experience through this eye is absolutely unreal. So what can I tell you? What can I give you?
Ask him, you see, I know that that is the truth, but how did he come to live it constantly? How can I live it constantly, this truth that the objective world is unreal, really? I know it already.
ते म्हणतात की आपण सगळं सांगितलं ते पटकन सगळं बरोबर आहे पण या ह्याच्यामध्ये कसं राहायचं सारखं कोण आहे who wants to live?
This is the illusionary I who wants to grasp on something. I want to get rid of that I. How do I?
जो की जाणीव माझ्या खरी नाहीये त्या जाणीवेला सगळं पाहिजे पण ते माझ्यातनं जायला पाहिजे मला
आपल्या पुढे असेवा पुन्हा खरं वाटत असेल तर म्हणवा पण खरं म्हणलं काय असं ते कधी टिकाऊ ना पुन्हा वाटणार
It's a very simple.
खरं वाटत ना प्रॉब्लेम खोटा करू दाखवून देऊ
So whatever you feel is right, behave like that. But that is never going to be the right. So live like that. How does it matter? Whatever you feel true at that moment, you live according to that. But that is also not the truth.
That's not the truth. So what is the truth?
मग काय सत्य आहे मग काय सत्य आहे
सत्य काय आहे तो शब्द सांगू शकतो
Word cannot describe that.
But ask him if there is not a need to go into seclusion with people who know the truth instead of staying in the noise and people who do not know the truth.
So you want the seclusion, you want.
Right, you ask him if it wouldn't be necessary for me to reach this truth.
पण ही आपल्याला सत्य करण्याकरता मला सगळं हे सोडून एखाद्या ह्याच्यात जाऊन शांत ठिकाणी जंगलामध्ये जाऊन बसायला पाहिजे का
सांगतो म्हणजे काय
आपल्यासारख्यांच्या संगतीमध्ये राहून काय उपयोग होईल का I cannot say about it at all because my experience is still nothing is true. So how can I tell you now? Whether it will be useful to stay in a company that says like that, in a seclusion or not, how can I tell you? No experience. is
व्याधीचं
there.
नाव ऐकल्यापूर्वी तो वेगळा होतो. काय वेगळं होतं? अगदी सगळं वेगळं. व्याधीचं नाव ऐकल्याबरोबर विजयी झालो. देव ब्रह्म आहे हे नाही. व्याधीचा अर्थापासून विजयी झालो. देव धर्म जग आणि जगाचे धर्म ह्यातही माझं करतो.
I was different, he says, before I was declared, you see that I am having a disease. I was different, but now I am different. I just don't bother about the body and everything, you see. I don't care. I know whatever I am, that's it. I have nothing to do with the body and the mind. That much is quite clear.
अजून नाव काय सांगा.
He suffered with cancer.
Yes, I told him, the yogi told me.
Yeah.
That you need- does he experience that? He feels
What should he experience?
the pain and all that. Does he-
आपल्याला काही त्रास होतो का, काही दुःख होतं का?
भयंकर त्रास होतो. होणार.
Yes, there is terrific pain.
पण तो कसबानी का कोरोना घडता येत नाही.
But what is that? I can't say.
Huh. But is not there a way he could enter a state of samadhi and not feel the pain? Like
आपण एखाद्या समाधीमध्ये जाऊन हे दुःख
असं
आपल्याला.
कसं नाही.
What samadhi?
भवन म्हणजे काय पण माझा
What do you mean by samadhi for him?
By samadhi, I meant a state where you de-identify with your body. You're not conscious of your body anymore. You enter
म्हणजे
in a
आपण
state of
शरीराची
ananda.
आपल्याला दुःख सुद्धा कळणार नाही अशी स्थिती काही जाऊन आपण का राहतो.
प्रत्येकाला किती सगळं गोड गोष्ट आहे. ते प्रत्येक पण नाही. तिथं सुख दुःखाचा अनुभव.
Yes, I know it. You see, as long as this I consciousness is there, there is an experience of happiness and happiness. If that is not there, then there is no happiness and happiness. So I know from where this comes.
Uh-huh.
So what should I do? Let it be there. I am not that. That I know. I am not that consciousness I. So let it suffer or let it be happy. How does it matter?
बराबर कोण करणार कल्पना करणार बरोबर कोण करणार.
Now, who wants to do all these remedies? Who wants? Only the I, which is illusion. Why should I bother about it? I know the appearance of I is an illusory thing, so why should I bother about an experience of happiness or unhappiness which is coming through this I?
Because the experience is illusionary also.
That's right.
So why achieve another?
Why?
So what? Just he stays quiet, observing whatever happens to his body.
म्हणजे आपण शांतपणे बसून आपल्या शरीराला जे काय होत नाही ते बघत असतात. That is also not there.
नाही बघितलं. आता काय आहे बघ.
I'm not even observing anything. I'm not even observing anything. Whatever is there naturally is that.
हे का विचारले बघा. ते माझ्या प्रेमाचा प्रिय असं नसतं.
Whatever I experience, you see, whatever I perceive, whatever I see, I don't love it. That's all. Whatever it there.
Then ask him, what is the difference before his sickness and now? What?
मग आपल्या हा आजार आपल्याला याच्या पूर्वीचा फरक आणि आपल्याला फरक काय असतो? आपल्याला आजार आतापर्यंत म्हणला की आजार हे करायच्या पूर्वी आता याच्यामध्ये फरक काय मग?
एक प्रकारची दुसरी दशा होती. आपण सामावण्याचा एक अनुभव. तो सुद्धा कमी कमी करू नका.
It was a state, you see. Before it was a state, you see, where I felt to see this I is merged in I. That's all. But now that is also not there. It's only a state. It was an idea. It was only imagination. So in whatever state you are, that's what he says here, you are only imagining. So I don't imagine anything now.
तिचा एक नाचलेला दिन पडलेला आहे. तो शिकवलेला ताटून पडतो. त्याच्यामध्ये तो पाचदा जंतू फळाफळ करतोय. बाकीचा पदार्थ होता फळाफळाचं जंतुत्वाची म्हणजे झाली झालंच वाचू. त्याच्या जंतू नाही अजून त्यांनी निर्माण झाला म्हणून त्याच्यात तो फळाफळ करत होता. तो पदार्थ तसाच पडला आणि जंतू जो झालेला आहे तो म्हणजे काही फळाफळ करतोय. काय आहे हे जंतुत्व हे काय आहे ते पदार्थ जरी आहे फक्त तुम्ही ओळखला तुम्ही जाणता पण तुम्हाला याच्या ओळखीचा फास पडलेला आहे. याला कळवरचा माझ्यावर तुम्ही मला आपलं भलं करणार तुम्ही दमा नाही शकत.
His appearance I is completely deceitful, completely dishonest. If you want to know the truth, you see, taking this I as the supermost thing with you, you are going to achieve nothing. So he just gave an example. You see, an organic matter. On one side, the organic matter is quite alright, intact. And on the other side, you see, it has decayed. So in that decayed organic matter, you see, you will find the movement. That means the germs are formed there, you see. And this is the all the activity is only of that germ. So like that, this I consciousness which has appeared on me, it is the movement only of that. I know I am not that at all. So nothing is going to happen to me. Nothing. I am not worried about anything. How many years you are in this pursuit of spiritual?
Since I'm 20 years old.
12 वर्षाची असल्यापासून. आता वय किती? What's your age now?
38.
आता 38 वर्ष आहे. म्हणजे 26 वर्ष आहे.
आता एवढ्या अवकाशामध्ये काळामध्ये कुठून तुला काय सापडली तुझे स्वतःच
You know, during these 26 years, whatever you are studying, observing, and all those things, did you find out your own identity? Do you know whatever you are? That you can say with authority that I am this.
No, I found out that the moment I am a thought, then I'm an emotion, then I'm happiness, then I'm sadness. Like I found out that there is no I.
ही कुणी नाही असं मला कळलं. मला कुणी मी नाही असं कळलं. मी असा आय म्हणून जो म्हणतो तो कुणी नाहीये एवढं कळलं.
माझ्या या जगात कळलं त्याचं काय
Who understood this?
I don't know, but it's like I have the comprehension that there
ते
is.
मला काही सांगता येत नाही. ते कुणाला कळलं नाही ते सांगता येत.
पण तिची उंचून जर तुला काय मिळत नाही तर तुला मला राहत तुला काय व्हायचं काय
Since you have come to a point where you don't understand whatever is your identity, then what's the use of what are you going to get from anything, anywhere? Why are you seeking? What are you seeking now?
Well, what I'm seeking is to understand what all of us are doing here, you know.
तेच मी करायचा प्रयत्न करते. सगळे लोक आपण काय करतोय?
ते कळणार नाही कळतं तर खरं खरं मिळाले राहणार नाही
That you will never be able to understand. That which you know is not true. That which you will know
खरं ते
also
खरं
is not
नसतं
true.
म्हणून ते राहणार नाही ज्याला कळतं ते खरं आहे पण ते कळण्याचं जाती ज्ञानाची जात म्हणून
One who knows is real, but one who knows cannot know itself.
And what does he know mean?
Who?
The one who knows.
One who knows, he knows that nothing is to be understood. Nothing is true. One who knows that, it cannot know itself an objective thing. That which he knows an objective thing is not true, that it knows.
So in a way, there is an understanding that the truth cannot be known. Is that it?
म्हणजे याचा अर्थ असा की सत्य काय असं कळणार नाही. सत्य काही कळणार नाही.
सत्याचं साक्षीत्व
Who will witness it?
तसं त्या सत्याचं दाखवू का
Who will witness it?
Who will be?
Who will understand it?
Understand.
Because once you understand other than you, it becomes subjective, so it is not permanent.
Wouldn't it be, instead of, let's say, an understanding, wouldn't it be a state of being? That the truth itself discovers itself and then you're always in that state?
You can have a concept like that. It's all right. It's your experience.
But
If
it's
you
just
want
a concept.
Yeah, just a concept.
So, but then, isn't there anything which, there is a reason why all of us are here on this life, you know? Isn't there something which unites us, all of us? What's the sense of being alive then?
मग सगळ्यांना आपण एवढे जगतो कशा करता काय करायचं कशा करता चाललंय हे सगळं?
कोण कोणावर करतोय
Who is asking you?
There is something in me asking him.
But that is also I, isn't it? That is also the I which is
केव्हापासून
you,
करतोय
which is illusory, isn't it?
Right,
Prior to the arrival of this I, you didn't have this question.
right. As a baby, no, I didn't know.
And now that I is there, it wants to know something. I is illusory. So an illusory person is asking the question, which automatically is illusory.
True. But then how do I get rid of I?
माता हे मी काढायचं कशा माझ्यात जाणीव कशी काढून टाकायची काय करायचं थोडी काढून घ्यायची कसं करायचं? Did you put it there?
No.
Then why are you worried about it? Then how are you going to take it
Because
out?
it keeps me seeking, tell him I
त्याच्यामुळे मी सारखं मला असं शोध करायला लागतोय जगात.
म्हणजे तू तुला तुझ्याकडे बघत नाही त्याच्या भागावर लागणार
That means you see you have become friendly with that thing. See, you have become friendly with that I, and you are trying to find out something, isn't it? Leave the company of that I. Understand it, that's all. That's not true. Whatever you understand through I is not true. You understand that much. That's enough.
But tell him another thing. This I somehow, there is a reality in it, in the sense that when I am at the feet of the sages or in company with the wise, I get total peace and total equilibrium.
तर काय हा जो ही जाणीव येते मी आहे म्हणूनची त्याच्यामध्ये थोडस सत्याचा झळक वाटते. म्हणजे ह्याच्यामुळं की आपल्याला म्हणजे आपल्यासारख्या संकेत आल्यानंतर शांतपणा वाटतो. राईट
ज्यावेळी मायला नाही म्हणतो तरी कमी झाला. आमच्या असं वागण्यामध्ये वाटतो याचा महाचा उलटा ज्यावेळी नाही म्हणून मोकळा झाला आणि ते नाही करणं बाहेर म्हणतो हे तुम्ही अशांत मायला होय म्हणतो निर्मिती वाढला याच्याकडे बरं वाटतं त्याने मायला नाही म्हटलं काय.
that which is actually inside, you are thinking it is true and therefore you are embracing it and moving in the world.
Yes.
I have rejected totally. So in my company you will feel definitely peace. That's all.
September 30th, 1980, morning session continued.
तेवढा योग त्यांनी करून दाखवला. विवेकानंद खूप आहे. स्त्री शक्ती आपण आहे. स्त्री शक्ती आपण आहे हे जे त्यांनी डिझाईन घेतलं माझ्या दृष्टीने बरोबर. आणि त्याच्याने स्त्रीवर जे परिणाम होतात ते त्याच्यावर झाले. बाल यांना आमचं यांना संपलं पण मी याला ज्ञान मिळत. साधेगावचा संपले
त्याच्यानंतर
पुढे साधेगावचा
ते नंतर ते लोक तोतापुराला भेटले आहे.
हे काय मला सांगू
हे अगोदर साधेगाव असतं.
मी फक्त यात त्याच्या परत म्हणजे काय
महाराज
मी म्हणजे काय म्हणजे रामकृष्ण मी रामदेव ओळखतो याकडे कोणाला म्हणत
महाराज
लिंगाची का नाही.
कारण त्यांचं कसं झालंय साधेगाव अवस्थेपासून सगळं त्याच्या चरित्र लिहिलं गेलंय.
हो
पण आपण वरचं घ्यायला पाहिजे. शेवटी त्यांनी तोतापुरी मग शेवटी स्वतःवरती पूजा करायला लागली आणि मग तोतापुरी गेल्यावर त्यांना निर्विकल्प झाले. निर्विकल्प झाले अगोदरीच
कल्पना आहे
सुरुवाती
आपण असे वाटतं ते कल्पना कल्पना म्हणजे अज्ञान म्हणजे आपण मध्ये अज्ञान म्हणजे आपण मध्ये अज्ञान आपण प्रज्ञा पण त्याला शब्दाने अर्थाला सांगतो.
Maharaj says that which is, that which I am, is pure knowledge. Everything that is acquired subsequent to the appearance of consciousness is ignorance. Maharaj gave an example of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. At a particular stage in his development, he came to the conclusion or accepted the concept that he is the mother, the goddess mother. His identification with that concept was so thorough that he became the mother, he became the female goddess, with the result that even the physical female manifestations every month began to appear. His identification was so complete. But at that stage, Maharaj said, what he thought of, what he thought he had achieved, was not the understanding of his true nature. He said, why am I able to say that? Because I have seen my true nature. Therefore, I am able to see what is false and what is the truth, only because I have seen the truth. I have perceived them. And at the end, he said, what I said earlier, that is, only that original state of illumination, where I was not aware of my awareness, that is true, that is knowledge. Any knowledge which has been acquired after the appearance of consciousness is it.
तो रोज को हम आत्मा कहने में क्या बन सकते हैं दूसरा दिन कर सकता हूँ
Luminous. And then they say, I mean, absolute, not Parabrahma.
पुस्तक आत्मा का उनके जगत में काय करता है
हे जाणीव म्हणता
हाँ
Jani,
प्रेझेन्स म्हणतो
presence, being,
कॉन्शियसनेस
consciousness.
मी जाणीव
कॉन्शियसनेस आणि चान्स ऑफ भवत काय
कॉन्शियसनेस
चान्स
कॅन्सल
चान्स
Now, Maharaj says,
कॅन्सलच आहे ते
Maharaj says, consciousness and cancer. Is there any difference? What is the difference?
मला करता
Cancer.
कॅन्सर का कॅन्सल
Cancer.
बाबूचा रोग
No, no.
डिझीज येणं कॉन्शियसनेस येणं म्हणजे कॅन्सर आहे
The disease of cancer and consciousness. This is what is the difference? Is there any difference?
एप्रिल मधला दुसरा महिना एप्रिल पासून
एप्रिल पासून 4 आणखी 6 महिने झाले 5-6 महिने झाले
तुम्हाला काढतो ना 6 महिने दुसरा निघाल की काय झाली असते
Maharaj says, this cancer which he has supposed to have, his body is supposed to have, has lasted 6 months. He said the same disease in the case of some other persons, what would be the state at the end of 6 months?
पण तुमचं नाव काय ते
Consciousness.
कॉन्शियसनेस दोन लाईन नाही मग
Ah. Maharaj says that you are,
माझा अनुभव
he said from his own experience, he is speaking for himself. He said there is no difference at all between the arising of consciousness and the arising of this disease of cancer. The arising of consciousness in the original state of phenomena or absence, and the arising of the disease on the consciousness. That is, the arising of consciousness in the original state is like a disease.
पण दिलेला पाहिजे होतं ना दोन कशाला आणलं तुझं ब्राह्मण चालून पाहतो नाही गवत त्यातून हो नको
Maharaj says, this disease at times becomes unbearably painful.
हो ना संध्याकाळी
But Maharaj says, how do I look at it? He says, I consider myself, that is, I is pure functioning. I is experiencer. And different kinds of experiences are experienced, so this is one of them. He considers that as part of the total functioning, part of the total experience. Not experience, but experiencing.
माझं काही राहत नाही तुमचं ध्यानात बरोबर नाही
Oh.
कोणत्या याच्यात तुमचं धैर्य
Oh.
सजीव आहे कोणत्याही प्रसंगात तुमचं धैर्य सजीव राहील धैर्य
Maharaj says, if any single one or two sentences from what he is saying, if even these one or two are firmly entrenched in our intellect or in our being, firmly entrenched, then our courage will remain alive all the time.
मोकळं झालं नाही खाली ज्ञान अलौकिक गोष्ट ज्ञान मागितला अलौकिक गोष्ट हो ना हो
Maharaj says, my being a jnani and my knowledge is a unique thing. He's not a unique thing, but he's unique. Not thing. He's unique.
हा योग क्यों घेना है पण हा योग क्यों घेना होती थी ना माझा आत्मा आहे
This disease is a killer. This disease is a killer. Nonetheless, it is one of my aspects, one of my own aspects. Part of the experiencing, part of the function.
हा शब्द त्यांना समजावून द्या हा योग क्यों घेणार आहे
हो ठीक आहे बरोबर सांगितलं ना सांगितलं गेलं बरोबर सांगितलं गेलं.
पण तो माझा आत्मा आहे
हो ठीक आहे.
माझा आत्मा नाही पण आलं गेलं तर मला काय देतो
Maharaj says, he asked me to say very clearly, convey very clearly that this disease is a killer. The disease is a killer disease. And yet, it is my own aspect. It is not something foreign. It is an aspect of my
तुम्ही ज्या मोठं नाव देणार ते काय आम्ही रोगाचे ना
हो.
त्या दोघांचा नाचता मी आता दोघांपैकी नाही
हो. Maharaj again explains that I am neither the consciousness nor the disease which comes about, which is by itself only a movement in the consciousness. I am neither the consciousness nor the disease. I am apart and separate from both.
जाणता है
I am the. It's a matter of conviction. It is a matter of the depth of conviction.
म्हणजे रोगाच्या जवळजवळ असते
Oh.
पण मी यापैकी नाही आहे म्हणजे मी अज्ञान म्हणून ओळखतो
Oh.
असं म्हणतो
Oh. Maharaj says, what is generally understood as knowledge, that is after consciousness, he considers it as ignorance. And although he considers that this consciousness and the disease are both of the same quality, they are both the same, he is neither, he is separate from either and both.
जायला चाललेलं लोक मला भेटायला वगैरे येणार होते. त्यांना हे ज्ञान नाही समज तो असण्याचे ज्ञान आहे
Oh.
त्याच्याची सवय आहे.
Oh.
त्याचं चिंतन आहे.
Oh.
तो असण्याचे ज्ञान आहे. तू आज जे ज्ञान राहणार तू आज जे कळायला लागले तेव्हा बाकी नाही तू आज जे कळू त्याच्यामुळे तू आज हे कळलं आहे
Oh.
आणि ते रात्र तू सेवा करते
Oh.
अजून ते लोक ते खाऊन होते सगळं तू नको भाऊ आहे तू आज या ज्ञानापेक्षा तुला कळणार अन्न जगत मिळणार नाही
Maharaj says, what he is saying today is a step higher than the usual advice he gives to the seeker. To the seeker, so long as he remains a seeker. And that advice is that the only capital every sentient being has is this consciousness, this right I am, the sense of being alive. That is with every sentient being throughout the day and night, every conscious moment, and therefore be friendly with that. See that that knowledge is always kept peace. And today he is telling us that he, and therefore every one of us, is not even this consciousness. He is something apart from even this consciousness. So long as the body is there, he is the only God the individual can treat as.
ज्ञान जेव्हा त्याच्यावर तूच म्हणतो
Oh.
तो असं ज्ञान नाही तर करून म्हणतो पण तुला ज्ञान ज्ञानेश्वर तुला आगाव पण तू पुढे तू असल्याचे ज्ञान वश करून घे
Oh.
आपलं करतो ज्याच्यामध्ये जे काय होते त्याची पुन्हा पुन्हा होणार
So long as the body is there, you are this sentience, this consciousness, this conscious presence. If the conscious presence is not there, you are not alive. Therefore, Maharaj says, so long as the body is there, you must be always conscious of this consciousness and be one with it, try to please it, because that is our only cap. You have reached a stage where you have understood what I am saying. So based on that understanding, you say something.
परमात्मा लाभ कोणता आपला आत्मा आपण ओळखल्यानंतर प्रसन्न झाला त्याच्यापेक्षा परमात्मा लाभ कोणता
More than understanding this consciousness and being one with that consciousness and keeping it pleased, can there be any other higher spiritual benefit?
तो आहे समजणार आहे तो याचा वेगळा राहणार आहे आणि हे सगळं राहणार आहे हे जे आहे हे सगळंच आहे हे जगत ब्रह्म आत्माची जाणीव पण तो आत्माची जाणीव झाला आहे तो खूप त्या वेगळा राहतो त्या उपाधी
Maharaj said, this consciousness is the basis of the entire phenomenal universe. Nothing can exist without this consciousness. And yet, you are the knower of this consciousness, you are separate from this. This consciousness will disappear at the end of the lifespan, but you will continue.
हो
जगत आत्मा पण हा नव्हता याचा भाग चालतो
This consciousness is the soul of the entire universe.
हा नव्हता त्याचा भाग
Maharaj says this consciousness is the soul of the universe. But that this consciousness at some time was not there is what I know. This is the principle of the entire spiritual knowledge. Mark. Morning. What do you understand by morning? When you wake, मी जागा झालो ते
जाग आली ती सकाळ की दुसरी सकाळ
this waking, is that the morning or is there anything else with the morning? What you think in terms of morning, is it not equivalent to waking? Only after the consciousness arose. जाणू शकत नाही ते म्हणतात महाराज सांगतात देह विसर म्हणून
तुम्ही करोड चिंता तुम्हाला भाग
हा बद्दल
आहे तुमची या ओळखीचं
He said, your real worry is not about your true nature. You are still worrying about what is happening in this body. He said,
सकाळ म्हणजे काय
all this happens only after the arising of consciousness, is it not?
करायला लागला पासून आज बाहेर रात्र सुरू आहे ना तुला सांभाळ कोण करतो
Maharaj said, if you want to keep some memory of your visit to him, just ask yourself one question, inside and outside, throughout the day and night. What is it that is really protecting you? Who is looking after you? What is it that is looking after
तुझी खात्री की नाम नाही कसं आहे तरी पण तुम्ही जोपासना घेऊन येऊया.
Maharaj said, that thing which is protecting you is conscious that you think you are going to die. Nevertheless, that principle is taking care of you.
भाषा बदले उसके सामने उसको कृष्णाने दादाचं काम आहे
त्या काव्य लिहायचं कुठं बंद केलं
कार्य पूर्ण केलं तर बोलण्यात शब्दात
ते कुठं पूर्ण केलं
असं मला वाटतं तुला स्वरूप दाखव घेतलं
हो
त्याच्यापर्यंत कल्पना मला विचार करतो
जाणीवपर्यंत
आम्ही विमान स्वरूप आपलं दाखवलं तो सगळं पूर्ण
कॉन्शियसनेस दाखवतो.
नंतर जे लिहिलं
ते सगळे तुम्ही-
तो छान लिहिलं तुला
हो Maharaj asked the question later because she is a scholar of Bhagavad Gita. He said, at what stage in the Gita did Sri Krishna, did the Lord Krishna complete the Gita, his part? That is not the not the 18 chapter, but Maharaj says in the 11th chapter, that is really the end of whatever Lord Krishna had conveyed. In this, he disclosed that the entire manifestation is the consciousness. And it is only in consciousness that is the entire manifestation has taken place. The rest of the chapters have been interpolated by someone who is only the Gnani, but not by the original Lord Sri Krishna.
लोक सांगितले काय पाच करायला म्हणून केलेले काय करायचं पन्नास वेळा चाल करायला काम पाहिजे ना असं करायचं
Maharaj says, earlier chapter 6, it has been said, you should do this, you shouldn't do that, do this. All that, he
उपयोग आहे.
says, is merely
उपयोग आहे महाराज आपणही सांगता
because
उपयोग आहेत
consciousness
6व्या अध्यायाचाही उपयोग आहे.
let you stay put. Therefore, all these other things that have been told are merely to pass time in order to keep this consciousness entertained
प्रवचन
and happy.
हो 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 त्या क्षणाला
एकूण सर्वांचा पुळा म्हणजे कोणतेही ज्ञान सत्य नव्हे तुम्ही बोध घेण्यासारखं आहे त्याच्यामध्ये बोध घेण्यासारखं आहे त्याचे दिसते मी नको त्याच्याकडे त्याला बोध घेण्यासारखं पण सगळा आत्मबोध पुरा झाला नाही तर एकूण बोध
Maharaj said, repeat, that at the end of all knowledge that you can acquire, you will come to the conclusion that all this knowledge which has been acquired is useless. And the only lesson one can learn is from the functioning of nature. And whatever the nature functions is in that present moment. So in the present moment, whatever happens is correct. Whatever spontaneously happens in nature is true and correct.
ते म्हणजे स्वतःलाच बघायचं कृष्णावर नाही निमित्त स्वतः चाललं कृष्ण मान जरी म्हटलं तर कृष्ण नाही तो
एवढा तुमचं आपण आहे आपण आहे जसं म्हणजे
Maharaj, we've gone back to the start of the subject, which says that this I, the only meaning it can have is the indication it gives of
कांजी आली नाही
the function. And the earlier the shloka in the Gita
कांजी येते ती
says,
आली नाही अजून.
leave all other masters and only worship me. Give up all other, they are not all other religions, that is Christian or Hindu or Muslim or anything like that. But this me that is referred to, worship only me. This me is consciousness and not Lord Krishna as an individual entity, which is what is generally concerned. So what it means is not Lord Krishna as an individual entity, but as the consciousness.
वो पानी में है वो कौन बोलता है वो किसी भाषा बंद कर ले पानी बोलता है कितने सारे मुझे बंद कर ले पानी है तो पानी बोलता है पब्लिक लॉ जरा कटो बंद
Maharaj said, everything and everyone which has this power of speech speaks. But Maharaj asked, what is it that is speaking? Maharaj said, what is speaking is the source of this consciousness. And about the source of this consciousness, he has already told us number of times.
ये नॉन कर ले पानी है कि नहीं पानी है तो मन कर ले पानी है कि
The physical source of consciousness. What he is talking about is the physical source of consciousness. पानी मन कर लेला पानी ते लेकर समझ लेगा
ये कौन बोलता है रजनी से बात में तो बात मिला है पानी बात में सगळं बात में ऐसा कैसे बात है
हाँ आगे बोल बोला इतना क्यों नहीं
त्याच्यात तू सार करून आपला म्हणतात सगळ्यांचं बात आपण म्हणतो कोणा वाटतं आणि ते वेगळा जपतो ना आपण काय करायचं खर्चला पण प्रचंड नाही ती मागे हो मागे बोल ओके आम्ही म्हणतो त्याला घर बनवलं त्या ठिकाणी सुंदर घर बनवलं पण हा काळाने कोणाने वाढू बरोबर मात्र सुखी
हो
आणि तू वरून कशा मी गेली
पाणी पाणी
तिला लागल
हाँ हाँ
सुद्धा माती सगळं निर्माण झालं प्राणी सुद्धा त्याचा निर्माण झाला आणि माती होती करून त्याचं चिखल बनवून त्याचं पुन्हा घर बनलं काय हरकतच होत नाही पण विचार करता त्याला आहे पाणी लोक आहे
So the white ants, those termite white ants, what amazing power they have. They collect the earth and with their secretions, they build their house or what you call them, ant hills. They build their ant hills. They don't get water from outside. It's their own secretion plus the dry earth. Harmonium.
काय बंगालात कोण हत्याच म्हणून झालं होतं म्हणजे रमला चावून बघून त्याला काय झालं
The termite played havoc here one night, coming inside, and threw drums. Overnight they were finished. If you touch it, they collapse. Because it's
गवताच्या भागात जीव जिवंत होतो तिथून जन्मात होतो गवताच्या भागामध्ये
consciousness is awakened all food grains, even in the blade of grass. Without fruit, consciousness cannot exist.
एकूण सगळा प्राण्याची उत्पत्ती कुठे आहे? म्हणजे उत्पत्तीचा खरा प्रेम नव्हता ते दहाने जे आहे तो बांधव आपण बघतो त्याच्या सत्वामध्ये परत खाल्ल्याच्या जगायला कसा
What is the source of all life? Therefore, all consciousness. This is food. Without food, the body can't exist, and without the body, the consciousness can't exist.
He says you latently do exist. You latently do exist in the grain which is going somewhere already. त्याला प्रश्न पडलाय बुद्धाने अरविंदने उपवास करून जेवलेच का मग अन्न भक्षण का केलं
म्हणलं काय खरं काय खाल्लं नाही काय खाल्लं नाही एवढा काय हे प्रश्न उपस्थित करतो ज्ञानी असून तू ज्ञानी म्हणून पण हे प्रश्न
Ani, how do you happen to bring out such questions? He said.
From his standpoint, they consume nothing. From his standpoint.
What happens is,
म्हणजे समजा तू काय म्हणतो आहे हो बाबा कोण म्हणून का सत्वाचा गुण म्हणून लावलं तुला कळते
The Buddha and Aurobindo, they were merely the expression of their Buddha sense, consciousness. It's the consciousness only.
सत्व नसेल गुण नसता गुणाचा हा पण नसतो
Because of the Buddha sense. Consciousness is the expression of Buddha sense.
कल्पनेचे तुझं बोलाय
September 30th, 1980, evening session.
कल्पनेचे तुझं बोलाय का कल्पना बाजूला होता की मोकळा होता
It will become gradually because there are so many concepts. You have to get rid of all the concepts. That takes time.
ही माहिती आज किती वर्ष फक्त आहे त्याला मोकळा झालेलं ते ठेवतं ना
Jean Dunn she has been meditating for many years now, but still she doesn't have that realization.
हे सहसा नाही
He got this lady.
तुम द्यावं
The very fact that she has come here, it means that she has not understood herself. Maharaj says that.
तुला पाहिजे तुम्हाला दिसला म्हणजे ज्ञान तुम्हाला सगळं काय दिसतंय ते ज्ञान नाही
See, whatever you see is not real knowledge. When you see yourself, when you know the reality, what you are really, that is knowledge, he says. Learned elsewhere is of no use here. That's why people can't ask many questions.
माझं ज्ञान ऐकणार आकाशासारखं आहे त्याला कळलं पाहिजे ज्ञान ऐकणारा आकाशासारखा आहे ते ऐकणारा आकाश आणि तू दिसणारा डोकं आता ऐकणारा आकाश ज्ञान तेव्हा ज्ञान
He says, my knowledge is like space. And one who is listening is also like space. When that happens, then they become one.
तू असलेलं ज्ञान आकाशासारखं आहे आकाश हो
He doesn't refer to the physical form. The physical form is not like space. But that knowledge you are is like space.
आकाशाला जन्म मला नाही आकाशाचा तुला पडत नाही तर तुला ज्ञान जेव्हा तुला झाला तेव्हा तुला जन्म मला ते पण नाही पडणार
Just as space has no birth and death, when you realize that your knowledge is also like space, then there cannot be any birth and death for you.
ज्ञानाचा तो कर्म कोणतं ज्ञान आहे त्या तुला कर्म होते तो प्राप्ती नाही होत
Whatever knowledge people get, roaming about from place to place, going from ashram to ashram, that is not real knowledge. It is only passing time, pastime. It is just entertainment, nothing more than that. It will not culminate into self-knowledge.
तू असल्याचं ज्ञान आकाशासारखं आहे तू आहे ते देहासारखं होत देहात तो असल्याचं ज्ञान आहे आकाश होत हे आकाश भिन्न नाही राहायचा आकार अंतरात्म्याचा आकार भिन्न नाही. हे लक्षात ठेवून बोल. हे समजलं.
While asking any question, don't forget your identity. You are like space. There is no difference between the outer space and that inner space. That knowledge, I am.
तू असं म्हणजे असं म्हणते कोणत्या निर्माण असतो.
So long as you identify yourself with the body, they don't agree. The real knowledge and your concept. He says if you really understand that this knowledge you are is like space, there cannot be any question.
आपल्याला तू जाणून घेतलं साधून उलट सुटते. रिॲक्शन काय शकतात काय करतो सुंदर कल्पना म्हणतो.
He says it is easy to understand everything except yourself. That some people they torture their body for years together. They hang themselves upside down and all that. But that is not knowledge. That doesn't result into knowledge, self-knowledge.
हेच करून राहिले काय कळलं पाहिजे. तुम्ही एवढं होतं एवढं होतं तुम्ही जाता जाता काय झालं ते सगळं काही एवढं चला चला प्राणाधिक म्हणजे काय करतो तुमची ओळख किती आहे. स्वर्ग म्हातारपणाला तेही गेलं तुझी ओळख कुठे आहे तुला ते म्हाताला मिळालं तर तू नव्हे म्हातारला पाहिजे कळतं ते महत्व म्हणजे जातं म्हणजे कळतं ते महत्व म्हणजे ज्याला कळतं ते जातं.
Yes, our identity goes on changing from time to time, right from childhood up to the old age. So that which is changing cannot be our identity. So our aim should be to find out what is our real true identity. The ultimate identity is to be found out. And if you find out that, then you will come to know that it is not that thing which is dying. The knower of all these phenomena has no death.
अभ्यास करतोय परमात्मा गुरुकुल भेटला होता.
Spiritual studies, who was identity after 10 years? How you will look like?
After 10 years, future.
Yeah, future.
Probably no identity, physical.
Your body is still alive. Then how you will look like?
तुझी ओळख काय आहे तुझ्याकडे आत्मज्ञान म्हणजे काय.
What is your definite identity?
My definite identity is not with the body.
म्हणणारा स्वतः कसा आहे ते मग खला नको का.
But that principle which says that you are not the body, it should know how it is, isn't it?
It's very difficult to put that into words.
हे शब्दाने सांगणं कठीण आहे.
आपण काही खरं नाही.
Whatever you knew about yourself, whatever you took yourself to be right from your childhood, has everything has turned out to be false, isn't it? Illusion.
It's a constantly changing.
एकसारखं बदलणारं जे झालं म्हणतो माणसाला. What are you then? Everything has changed so far. Now what are you?
I am that which watches the change.
ज्याने हा सगळा बदल पाहिला ते मी आहे म्हणतो.
पण नुसतं बोलण्याला काय ते हाती आलं का ते.
No, you are just saying by words, but have you got hold of it? Now his advice to you, you get rid of all your concepts, whatever you have learned so far, you forget all that and be quiet without any thoughts. Be empty, he says. In 100 years, if there are so many changes from time to time, then why are people doing any spirituality? What have they attained ultimately? And who is doing all this? The spirituality. Who is doing? And for what? In spirituality, people of different groups, they have arguments and counter arguments, but here there is no scope.
त्यानं स्वतःचं ज्ञान झालं नाही. ऐकलेलं वाचलेलं ते ध्यान घेऊन त्याचं नको स्वतःचं ज्ञान झालं.
And people who quarrel normally don't have knowledge about themselves. So whatever they have heard and learned, on that basis they try to quarrel. For Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya, whose life was for this purpose only. He finished all the people who fought with him. Finish means by arguments.
आत्मज्ञान करून म्हणे उपासना जोपासना करून ते टिकून घेऊन राहिले तो ज्ञान करून दिले कल्पना आमचं आत्मज्ञान आमचं ज्ञान मन बुद्धीला मिळणार नाही. मन बुद्धीचं वेळ
Some people are in search of knowledge which is acceptable to their intellect and mind. But he says the here the mind and intellect cannot, they are of no use to receive this knowledge.
हवावे नसते
He's asking you, why should you try to preserve something? What is the necessity of preserving something? Only when it is likely to go away. If you don't do that, it may go away. That is the fear.
आपण एक दिवसा अभ्यास होईल तुम्हाला त्यांच्या म्हणजे सापडून आपण कोणचं आहे त्याच्यात नाही दुसरं पूर्णमध्ये कोणत्या जेवणात तुम्ही काय की आपण जर करायची म्हणजे सगळं कसं उद्या का होणार आपण करतो
All your experiences and visions, everything depend on your knowledge I am. Now, this knowledge I am itself is going to dissolve. So, what about the other things which depend on that knowledge?
आपणाला आपण हे करते पण आपण असल्याचं करतो करतो म्हणून दिसणार सगळं आधीच होणार.
The most fundamental knowledge, your knowledge you are, is the most fundamental, and all other types of knowledge depend on that knowledge. And that itself, that knowledge you are itself is going to dissolve. With that, everything else will also automatically dissolve.
त्याला मिळते मिळाले अशी कल्पना सापडली म्हणजे ते ज्ञान कोणी पण कळते पण कोणी राहिलं मग ते कोणी थांबलं कर्म वगैरे.
The reason that there is, for such knowledge there is no customer, he says. There are no devotees, no people who like this knowledge because they want something concrete in their hand. But when your knowingness itself is going to dissolve, what can you have? What is is it possible that you will hold on to something permanently?
तर आपण कळत आहे बरोबर आहे पण ते
In all this worldly experience, which is the most permanent thing you have? Now, all your worldly experiences depend on your knowledge you are. That itself is not permanent. So, what is the permanent thing you have? Nothing. One who really understands this, for him it is very simple. Otherwise, people roam about from place to place and undergo so much suffering for nothing.
तुमच्याजवळ अध्यक्ष म्हणून काय होतं आणि आता अध्यक्ष म्हणून काय तुम्ही आहे करतो पण आपण असला जो करतो हे दुसऱ्यामध्ये तेच आणि अध्यक्ष
Prior to the appearance of this knowledge I am, you did know that about your existence. Although you existed, you didn't know about it. Then this I amness has appeared. With that, everything else has appeared. The phenomenal world has appeared because of that I amness. When I amness goes, everything is going to disappear.
या इकडे तुला कळलंच झालं, मग तू काय मागतो तुला करतो? या इकडे लोक कळलं, मग तुला तू काय मागतो?
When you listen to this and when you say that you have understood this, then what is your demand?
तुला काय? परमार्थाचं डॉक्टर. त्याच्यात म्हातारी जरा अजून पण नव्हतं.
So the whole
कळून चुकलं आहे काय ते.
Ah.
आणि ती फजिती आहे. कळून चुकण्याचं वाटतं तीच ती फजिती आहे.
Oh.
तुला सांग, तुला कळून चुकण्याचं वाटतं ती फजिती आहे.
He says the very fact that you feel that you have understood something itself is the greatest mistake, blunder.
भोगायचं कोणी भोगायचं आहे?
Consciousness ने बघायचं आहे.
मग माझ्यावर काय भाग?
काय नाही.
मला तेवढं भारी काम पडलं नाही.
जाणताच नाही.
हा?
दोन्ही तर जाणताच नाही म्हणजे.
नाही मग त्याला आता आत्मा म्हटणार.
हा.
मग आत्मा आणि त्याला काय झालंच
हा. हा.
त्याचं मग वेगळं
नाही.
आता आत्मा आणि तुम्ही म्हटलं की दोनच काय?
नाही.